Folks, can you hear the audio? Am I back with everybody? Not muted, but yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. A little bit of a technical issue. We got a winter storm outside. Winter storm happening here on the channel, apparently. But yes, a little bit quiet to start. But yes, I am back. I'm ready to go. Welcome. If you haven't heard me yet, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are happy to be doing it. I will remind you, just in case you didn't hear me the first time, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And again, Wednesday nights, we are hoping and hoping and hoping. The show is outstanding. Packed card, lots to talk about, lots to get into. And for my money, I hope it's a good one tonight. I hope the rants are to a minimum, but we will see what TK and company has in store for us on this wonderful eve. But what are we going to get into? Mariah May putting her title on the line against Mina. Should be a fun one. A lot of people wondering if Tony could be back. We also get Moxley Pac taking on Jay White, Orange Cassidy. Is anyone else out there surprised that this is happening? Is this, surprising to people that it's going to be a thing? Still, we didn't expect Orange Cassidy back. Then he comes back. He shows up. He's in the house. We don't know why. But again, the saga continues. We will see what this one has. But like the AEW crowd, you were quiet. Well, let me jack some buttons up, as I do apologize for the technical issues. But hopefully everyone out there can hear me loud and clear at the moment. It sounds all right on my end. Turn your volume up, folks. But with all that being said, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. And again, we got a good one for everyone tonight as we dive into all of this. Once again, I apologize for the technical issues. There was a bug issue, which I think is rectified. But what else we got? Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, going to be a good one. Ricochet taking on Brody King, part of the Continental Classic as well. And Ospreay taking on Claudio, Castagnoli. That one shall be interesting. I'm imagining this one could be the main event tonight, but I see this chat filling up. Remember, folks, get in the chat, click all the buttons. We got lots going on, as tomorrow we are back for our previews and predictions for Saturday night main event. It's going to be a fun one. Myself, Anthony, Nick, going to dive into all of it. Friday SmackDown, of course. Saturday night main event. The big news going around is Triple H gave Cody a big case in the case when it was open. Big shiny gold, one night only. I think we're getting the Winged Angel. The Winged Eagle belt is back. That's going to be cool. I'm hoping for it. We've been talking about it a lot. So let's hope that that is, in fact, what they are giving us here tonight. On Saturday night. But with all that being said, folks, we're still going to roll through this card. Again, what is up with AEW? A lot of buzz, a lot of rumors, a lot of the stories coming out We had the Ryan Nemeth thing. We have the Ray Phoenix thing. Now Ray Phoenix took all down, a lot of what he had to say already taken down, but it's already out there. You know what the internet's like. So for my money, interesting times with AEW. Can they end 2024 with a big bang? Can they make Winners Coming matter? Can they make World's End matter? Can they kind of get some momentum back on their side? Let's hope, let's hope, let's hope. But we are about 8 minutes away from the start of the show. Remember, folks, get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Let me know what's on your wrestling mind. And I will do my best to keep up. As always, we do have the super chats, super stickers, and the membership if you want to stand out from the crowd. But Wrestling Crowd, first one in the chat tonight. Oh, dear God, up above. Please make this show an enjoyable one. That's all I'm asking. I hope you are doing well. Wrestling Crowd, I hope you are well too. And yes, we hope upon hope every week. Wednesdays start with all the hopium. We hope for a big show, a good show, an exciting show. So we will see. Looking forward to Claudio and Will Ospreay. Welcome back, Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Clay Lewis back with us. Watch it with me. We'll do what we can. Brandon, welcome back. Good to see you. JD Warner, I support shitty wrestling. There you go. That's what we try and do. Remember, the wrestling might suck. We never do, but thank you for being here, JD. Final countdown. Let's go. Let's bury the House of Black in AEW. I want them back in WWE. They can team up with their women. I mean, very interesting. House of Black has not been booked well, has not looked well. Brodie, maybe out of the three, has been booked the best. But yeah, in a perfect world, it would be nice to see them booked strong, look good. Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, Buddy Matthews, call him what you will, Buddy Ripley, I don't care, or Brody King, all three of them as a collective, they should be just running over people, and they don't. They haven't looked strong. They haven't been booked strong. It's been disappointing. But welcome, Final Countdown. Eric Isaac, how you doing? What's up, Wrestling for Life buddies? Can't wait for Mina versus Mariah tonight and hope that Nick doesn't have a heart attack over another bad AEW snow again. Snow or show? Well, I don't know how Nick's doing. I know I'm going to hang in there and do my best. But it should be a fun one, Eric. Kevin, good to see you. Eric, got you. Another Eric, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, ABJ, the former champ? I don't know, my guy. I don't know. There might be some interesting things going on with your championship. Dawn, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. What is up? Very curious to see how the show goes tonight. Going to be tonight. Yeah, just like every other Wednesday. We're hoping for so much. We want it to be good. We want it to be strong. We want it to stand out. And again, we want AEW, at least I do. Some people just want to watch it burn, which is fine. That's your prerogative. I personally hope that, again, the shows get better. What's up, Kevin? Tanisha, welcome back. Welcome back. Derek, good to see you. Wrestling Proud, got you. I have no sound. Yes, so I'm going to skip over all the ones pointing out that there was no sound. There was an issue with my system. I think it's corrected itself, but things are a little wonky right now with the weather we're getting. So, yeah, let me know. Dawn, good to see you. Mega, good to see you. What's up, Tanisha? Got you. Got you. The Hurt Syndicate, John Moxley and Private Party winning the tag team championships, to me, are the best things going in AEW right now. Calvin, thank you for joining in. Private Party winning the titles was not a bad move. What has happened to Private Party since they won the titles? That's my question. Anything of note, anything of interest, Calvin? That's my concern, is we're not getting much from them. Like we're just, they're not doing anything. And this has happened in the past where, you get a tag team. Okay, it's a nice story. Now find some heel tag teams to run some programs so that we give a shit about your belts, but we don't. The Ring of Honor belt and Jericho get more TV time than your tag belts. What's up, Chambers? How you doing? How you doing, Adam? AEW took out the mic, probably. Welcome back, Wrestling Crowd. We got you again, Mega. We know. Jake, the original tribal chief, welcome. TJ, welcome. Calvin, welcome. Good to see Anthony Slade. Yep, it's back. Nope, can't hear you. That's good news. Mega, we got you. Derek Doe, that's a new name for sure. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Don. Can you repeat? I will not. Jake, the original. There we go. There we go. Jake, the original tribal chief in the house. Michael, welcome back. TJ's good. Christopher, Dan was quiet like the AEW crowd. Yeah, silent. KJ, can't wait for tonight. Can't be worse than the Sabres. Let's hope not. Sabres are not good. Therefore, we can always be optimistic that tonight is going to be better than that. Nothing good comes out of Buffalo. Let's be real. Sorry. Jesus, the MJF Cole storyline is absolute trash. So this storyline ends up boiling down to the fact of you got to fight all your own friends to fight me. That I don't get. You got to fight Roddy. You got to fight Kyle. Maybe we'll bring back Fish. You fight him. Is there some old tag team partners that Cole used to have? You got to fight all your friends to fight me. It makes no sense. I understand they're trying to kill time because MJF's not around, but it's not been strong. It's not worked. It's not Full Gear. The fact that it was Roddy MJF made no sense at all. Roddy's been quiet, MIA since Full Gear. I have a feeling that there's some weird turn going to come, like Roddy and Kyle. Do they all join MJF? Does MJF get a new faction? I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't love what they've been doing with this storyline. To me, it's been lackluster, not excited about it. Adam Cole's been meh overall. MJF's been, on set elsewhere. I don't know. Dynamite viewership has been declining since last April. Calvin, that's facts. And that's always been the curiosity. We know Tony Khan, big bank account, its own little sandbox. Does he give a shit what the ratings are? Seemingly no. And more reports are coming out that he only cares about certain parts of his roster. He's very fixated on certain people. And I think ultimately that is killing the show. I think there's too many people being highlighted and spotlighted that don't deserve it. That other people on your roster could take that time. The women's division, void. The tag team division, void. The trios division doesn't even matter. I don't know what they're going to do. But at some point, there's got to be a break in one way or the other. It's either going to make it or it's not. But I don't know. Christopher, Dan, Stardust Gear is back. Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it should be in the case. One night only, he's Stardust. I like it. The only interesting feud in AEW is the Hurt Syndicate and Swerve, which was interesting how we got out of Full Gear, but I would agree. I like what Swerve does. I like what Adam Page was doing. I do like things on this show, as I do think this show is about to begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, we go live. Make sure we get triple digits in that chat tonight. Winter is coming. Winter is upon us. The crowd looks lively for now. And here come the Death Riders. Probably Claudio. Are we guessing Claudio to start this one? Shane has to come in and fix AEW. I don't know if Shane's the answer, but I'm more than willing to let it happen. But it looks like we're starting off with Pac and Moxley. There you go. There you go. Tag team contest to open the show tonight. I will put a poll up for everybody out there. Who wins Mox? I'll just put the Death Riders. Jan Moxley. OCNJ. Or nobody. So, Excalibur letting everybody know that, historically speaking, winter is coming, tends to be an explosive show. There's always twists. There's always turns. Beyond the Realm, welcome back. Almost 100. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get that up there. God bless, Jordan. We appreciate that. Bradley, good to see you. Everybody 4 hours away. What's up, Anthony? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's time. That's it. As I got Moxley, I got Pac, I got Marina, I got Yuta. What's up, Bash? How you doing? How you doing, Jose? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Philip, enjoy you more than Dynamite. I have lost hope in Tony Khan. Well, the good news about me and this channel, not booked by Tony Khan. Therefore, we're heading in the right direction. Philip, we do appreciate the love. Remember, the wrestling might suck. We never do. And that is the fun part of all this. All Friends Wrestling 100%. Am I able to think back to an awesome episode of AEW this year? There was like 4 episodes that were all right. The rest have been horrible. For my money, Lisa, you're on to something. 2024, I can count on one hand. And if I'm being generous, all right, let's say 2 hands. The number of quality Dynamites that got a high rating from the chat, from me, that, we left Dynamite going, that was good. That was really good tonight. It has not been many. It's been few and far between. And some weeks have been their absolute worst. And it's been reflected in the viewership. But here comes Jane. But I do agree with that. Got that. AEW equals same-ish every day. What's up, Kid Revos? ET took your sound. Yeah, my sound got hijacked for a second or two. But that happens when you move stuff around and something wasn't quite plugged in or the system wasn't cooperating with me. So you got me miming for the first 8 minutes of the stream tonight, which is all right. Mr. New, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, the hope last hour tonight. 229. Well, the hope. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. 123 Kid, how you doing? How you doing? Wrestling Wednesday. I'm hoping it's a good show. Me too. Welcome back. And again, we really do want it to be a good show. We really do. Richard, good to see you. Private Party have been missing since Full Gear. That's the problem. You get someone hot. You saw the fan reaction. The fans were pumped that Private Party did it. They should have been on the next Dynamite with the next heel tag team that was going to chase them. Build to World's End. You have a tag team match at the pay-per-view. And we're off and running. OC drop kick. Tope to the outside. What else did we expect? Jay's got Moxley. Boston, welcome back. People who want AEW to fail are weird and need to touch grass. Oh, listen, I do not want it to fail. You know that. You know that. What's up, DJ Premier, President Bueller? Bueller. Brian Jobson. You related to A.B. Jobson? Evening, KJ. What do you think has happened for Phoenix to take down his tweets? On a happier note, so excited for Cody to get the Winged Eagle for one night. I love the Winged Eagle. It would be nice if it comes back on a more permanent basis. Phoenix, either somebody from AEW legal asked him to take it down. Somebody from his own legal said, probably you got to take that down. Unless you got to be very confident. You have to be able to substantiate your claims. It's risky. The other aspect of this we got to remember, folks, is if you are a potential employer, you don't want to see it. No matter if Phoenix is right or wrong, it's not the best look. So I'm okay. It was up. He made his message felt, got everybody talking, took it back down. So we'll see. Alexis, welcome back. Christopher, I think I got you. Calvin, I definitely got you. Mega, got you as well. Welcome. Byron, welcome back. As we are on the outside, OC thrown into the stairs. How's the chat feel about this one? 64% going Death Riders. 22% going OC and J. 14% going nobody. And after all of that bullshit, the bell rings now. They got to stop doing this every single fucking match. Every match, folks. I don't mind a little kerfuffle. Hashtag that. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But it's every fucking night, every match, every show. It doesn't make sense that you have an 8-minute brawl and then the bell rings. It just doesn't. Chris Jericho's contract with AEW will expire in 2025. That can't be true. That can't be true. As far as my math goes, and for all the reports I understand, he signed an 8-year deal like 3 years ago. I do not believe his contract's up in 2025, and I don't care. He's not going to leave Tony. Tony lets him do whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't want to go back to having an actual boss and being told his ideas are shit. We're stuck with Jericho for a decade on AEW. Okay, Pac and Mox opening the show. Yes, they are. So your world champion opening the show in a tag match. Sliding dropkick to Pac down to the floor, and OC throwing punches in the corner. But no sell Moxley says, Dennis, welcome back. I'm guessing Ospreay versus Claudio is the main event. That is my guess as well, Richard. I do see a couple super chats. DW Heard. How you doing, man? Good to be back. You ready for World's End? I don't think anybody's ready for World's End right now. Though I know places like New Jersey got drones floating around. It's kind of spooky. Nonetheless, all that being said, they have to give us more. What's happening at World's End? We know a couple things, I think, but who's going after the title? Is it Jay White? Is it Adam Page? Is it Christian? Is it OC? Rumors were it was going to be a fatal four-way, and then it turned out maybe it's not a fatal four-way. So, again, lots of questions to figure out. Karrion Kross versus Moxley. I have no idea why that would happen. But thank you for the super chat, by the way. Be a friend, tell a friend. Kiki Jigs, big love, my guy. Thanks to all in the chat for your kind words last night. The bad day didn't beat me. Now let's get the spoons and eat our Wednesday night doo-doo. Thank you as always, Spaz. We appreciate it. I hope today was a better day. Keep in mind, it's hump day. We put it in the books. Friday, Junior tomorrow. The weekend is upon us. So, again, things are looking up. Things are looking bright. And they're showing Christian in the crowd. Big boo for Christian. Could we see a return of Samoa Joe tonight? No. I don't think so. Do they save Joe returning to Ring of Honor? That's where he was angled. Matt Cardona, by the way. Interesting. Rocco, welcome back. Question, KJ. If Penta debuts this Friday, will he succeed as a singles till Phoenix comes in or feel like an Andrade? Well, I would argue Andrade's doing okay. He's doing pretty strong in that mid-card division. Penta coming in and being part of it, I got no problem with it. Penta's been a solo wrestler at times. A vet, if he is the surprise, I'm going to pop. I'm going to be thrilled. I like Penta. It's an example of another guy that, yeah, I mean, it's good for business. It's good to see a guy. But Jay White gets the hot tag, back body drop. So, yeah, I think he'll be okay. And again, maybe he just flirts with the singles division for a while until he can get his brother over there with him. But I'm going to end this poll officially 59% taking the Death Riders to win this one. So very intriguing, very interesting. DDT. Moxley back in. Fuck tagging. Who needs tagging? I don't know who that's towards. Doo-doo. I got you, babe. Do you have a lot of snow, KJ? It rained yesterday. Snow went away. And then about 3 o'clock this afternoon, skies opened up. The wind came, and we got a good amount of snow now. But it hasn't been a ton. Can't complain too much. You know, it was 8 degrees in December Celsius. So we can't really complain. Is this no DQ? No. It's just a typical AEW match. No rhyme, no reason, no structure. And it hurts the overall presentation. Get everybody in the ring. Start ding, one-on-one. Allow the fans to get invested in what you're doing. 2 men in the ring, start it off. Let the momentum swing. Let the heels take over. If you consistently and constantly do chaos for the sake of chaos, you're dividing the audience's attention. You got to look here. You got to look there. It looks fake. It looks silly. It looks like there's no rules. That is my issue. But if you slow it all down and you bring that tag team match to a focal point, again, I don't work for the company, but my God, it can't be that hard. Called the shit poop. Yes, Batch 80 did. Here to get the day over because the Game Awards is tonight. Very interesting, very interesting. But right now we are picture in picture. John Moxley is in control of Jay White. I really don't love this ref's discretion shit. Count them out and spend minutes outside the ring. Again, you have to have structure. You have a rule book. You enforce your rules. This way, the heels can work outside of those rules to get heat, real heat. If everyone just breaks the rules, then what the fuck does it matter? We have a winter storm watch in effect. Yeah, it's windy and ugly here too as well. Jericho has yeah, he's not a free agent in 2025. Absolutely not. And even if he was, it's not like Jericho has found his honeypot. He ain't leaving that anytime soon. He is planted, wedged squarely in the rectum of Tony Khan. He is not giving that up ever. Breaking news. Season 5 of the Harley Quinn premieres in January. Blah, 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 Max. There you go. And happy birthday to Rey Mysterio. 50. Rey Mysterio's 50. Starting to make me feel old. It's crazy. Hannah, welcome. AEW already messing up their booking in minutes. No personal best for them. Again, it's all about what you want the fans to take away. And again, things matter. Structure matters. Same old shit from Moxley. Same old scrambled egg start. But the match has been all right as we were in picture-in-picture. They keep showing Christian. So anybody know who is the baby face ready to take on the big bad Death Riders? Jay White was a heel for the most part up until recently. Christian is a heel. Orange Cassidy just got beat. Help me understand, folks. Happy 200-day champion, Liv Morgan. There you go. 316, welcome back. Darby insists on Mount Everest. What do you think? Makes it, only gets halfway, or stays up there forever as a frozen popsicle? I hope he makes it. I want to hear the story. I mean, this is a guy who got hit by a bus and no-sold it. I hope he's happy, healthy, and safe, as I always say. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't fucking do it. If he wants to do it, he got to cross it off his bucket list. And now he has a millionaire or billionaire backing him, and he has all that AEW money. Fucking do it. I think what hurts him is I thought Darby was heading towards a title shot. I thought Darby was heading towards Moxley. I predicted Darby to kind of be a champion around Wrestle Dream. Didn't happen. Right now, Moxley and Paige working on Jay. Moxley and Pac working on Jay. Coming out of the commercial. But yeah, 100%. I mean, if the guy's going to do it. I just hope he's okay. He's a bit of a crazy kid. But it does take him out of the storyline. He's in the Continental Classic. He's not going to win it. Darby's been confusing. You ended Full Gear with Darby running his car into the Moxley pickup, and it went nowhere. It meant nothing. You just did it because. And that is the downfall of this company at the end of the day. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of action, lots of excitement. None of it means anything. Just did it. We just did it. Same here as well. Ohio Winter Storm Watch. Dale, shout out the new predictions champion, OG Dale. Oh, so the Patriarch are leaving Christian. Frozen. Oh, good. Wait, Excalibur helping out a lot. Maybe he's sending them for refreshment. Why don't you sell us on the story, Excalibur, you fuck? Like, why don't you, where are they going? What are they up to? What could they be doing? Oh, maybe they went to get drinks. Thanks. You're really selling us on the show. Crowd's pretty quiet right now, by the way. Mox has regressed from bleeding every match to no selling. I preferred the bleeding. Mr. Noob, one of my biggest pet peeves with Mox is not just no selling within a match. He no sells like the moments. There was what was it? Blood and Guts. He was just sitting there in the corner, not like, didn't care. Just like, can I leave now? Again, to me, and I'm not in the business, it's disrespectful to everybody. If you are going to act like nothing hurts you, you don't care, that match wasn't torture, you're just disrespecting everybody that's involved. As right now, Moxley stretching Jay White. If AEW started listening, people would show up. Fact. They once upon a time had people showing up. It's funny. The WWE, their belts, we saw it with the Crown Jewel belt. We saw it in the little video. If you haven't seen it, it's out on the internet. the big case with the belt. So the WWE belts come in this giant case. The AEW belt is in a fucking suitcase from 1984. Let's go, Robert Pump. Let's go, AEW. Is this a no tag match? It all depends on when. Sometimes they tag, sometimes they don't. Rules should matter, but they don't. But Pac in control. Dragon Screw by Jay White. We hear what is going on with this match. Bit of a scrambly start for sure. This match feels boring, KJ. I don't know why. Again, you don't have focus points. You don't have moments in the match where now this is kind of an example. You get the hot tag, but it's a cold tag. Both men just walked into the ring. You had an opportunity for the fans to go crazy for Orange Cassidy. Orange jump over the rope, go fire. They walk in, they start exchanging forearms. Takes the energy right out of the moment right away. Tell me if I'm wrong, folks. Roll through! And a horrible kick. The fuck was that? Even Nigel said grazing. OC DDT on Pac. He didn't miss that, though. And the biting of the forehead. Something we get a lot in AEW, biting. There's a lot of biting in AEW. Diamond DDT. Mox down. 2. The big downside of the Classic is that it feels like any other men's belt, like the tags, international, and TNT title, get ignored until it's done. There's a problem. Was supposed to be a 4-way, but I don't know what they have planned for the World's End. Oh, there's Moxley into the. Oh, we get a 2 count. We get a 2 count on the reversal. DDT to Mox. And Mox doesn't even fucking sell. He literally, are you guys watching? Now, I know there's people, I got friends in this chat like Robert who love AEW. Absolutely love everything AEW is doing. How do you justify Moxley taking that DDT and not even acting like he just took a DDT? Not for a moment. 2 count. Yeah. We need Samoa Joe versus Gunther. Did they say anything about how OC survived drinking bleach for the second time? Nope. No, he's fine. They kidnapped him, fed him bleach. Well, he's okay. He's okay. No big deal. No stress. We're good. Yuta up on the apron. Shafir grabbing. Oh. OC pushing Shafir away, but with his feet. Down goes Yuta. Down goes Moxley. He kind of selling. It makes me so mad. Cage in the crowd. Where was Cage? Oh, there's. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, nobody won the vote tonight. Hangman Adam Page, after all of that, says, I'm just going to jump Moxley. I can't just take tag matches. Their ability to do tag matches seem to have less once punked out. There's just, again, it's always been a thing. Now, Jay White fighting with Page. How do you guys feel about that ending? Wow, I'm way behind. Everyone just doing moves. Facts. Awful. It's a waste. This match is still better than the women's Botch Fest War Games. Well, that's an interesting comparable, my guy. And no, I was way more entertained by the women fucking up than that shit. What's up, my dude, Anthony? How you doing? Shout out to Anthony. AD from AZ. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so the crowd goes quiet. Moxley having a chit chat with Pac. Yuta. Hangman's yelling at Jay. OC's on his knees, and in come the Death Riders. I live in Arizona. I see aliens every time I step outside. You know what I mean. Yeah, it doesn't shock me. Derek, sup, KJ? If Hunter do something unexpected Friday, if Penna face off with Mello, what if they become an alliance and attack Nick Aldis? That'd be surprising. I don't see it happening, but Penta being there could be a thing. I'm out for you. Why do you always leave the house in time for the show? That's on you. You were at Costco last night, weren't you? Like, oh, the show's starting. I'm going to go out. Good to see you, MDV. Good to see you. Where the fuck are the guns? One of the guns was injured, which means neither of the guns can work. I'm glad we are seeing the Winged Eagle belt back. I just wish it was for more than just one night. I slightly think it's stupid. I like the one night only. I like the nostalgia vibe to it. I wish it stuck around. But again, past, present. I don't think it's dumb, but I think it's pretty cool. Oh, up next, what I thought was going to be the main event. So, guys, we are in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I will remind everybody we got new merch out there right now. We are back tomorrow as well. But up next, Osprey and Claudio. So we're going to play. We're going to break this down a little bit. Nick Wayne. Yeah, Nick Wayne's useless. Don't know why he's there. One big thing Moxley faction is missing is the storytelling via promos. So many of their promos get no reaction from the crowd, like they don't care, because they don't. And even when Moxley had an in-ring promo, fans were yelling, "We don't care." They were telling him to go back to Roman, go away. What are you doing? So if you are following along at home right now, we are on commercial break. This was a botch fest. It was just sloppy again, and it's always sloppy. And the no selling makes it look bad. Moxley doesn't understand what he's doing to his competitor. You hit a big DDT, and he literally sat up and looked over his shoulder to see what was going on. No sell everything. It's fucking embarrassing. Thing to be the new GM of AEW. All right, I guess. But no one wins, of course. I mean, technically a DQ, but we got you. This story is trash. No point, no start, no end, no random, just random stuff. So let's follow along. I thought Osprey Claudio was going to be the main event tonight. We opened the show with the Death Riders. Claudio's not there. Okay, fine. We saw this last week with Darby in his match with the main event. Like, they just not there. But you have all this chaos, and you have the Death Riders beating the shit out of the baby faces. No Claudio. But what do you come out with next? Claudio. Why not just have him come out? Why would he not help his people? What are we doing? Make it make sense. Make it add up. Make it click. But yeah, I mean, again, the main event picture right now is a disaster. You went through a shitty opening match, and that was a shitty match, folks. Scrambled eggs, 8 minutes into the match, we finally get the bell, ding, ding, and then it's no tagging, no selling, everyone going everywhere. It was not good. Then you get a couple false finishes. The crowd gets into it. Adam Page runs in. Now, Adam Page runs in, takes out Moxley, starts swinging. Okay, fine. Meanwhile, Christian's in the crowd. He sent his crew, but they never showed back up. Maybe they did go for drinks. I don't know. I have no idea. Page is beating up Moxley. Jay White gets mad at Page. OC's still on the ground. Moxley and the Death Riders regroup, have a powwow, and slide back in the ring and beat them up some more. The baby faces look like idiots. The baby faces look weak. Moxley and his crew look fucking like a mess. I don't know what to tell you. The main event scene in AEW right now is a fucking disaster. A disaster. And we are back to the action. We're getting another Bandito vignette. This is awful. Is the prediction championship on the line tonight or something? No, not tonight. It will be on the line. Maybe we'll put it on the line for Saturday Night Main Event. Now I got Bandito coming to town. Now Hangman's the guy that likes to ride horses. But why not double down? This is awful. 1-0. LOL. So much trash, Hangman. Why? And these vignettes are so campy. So can you hit a woman in AEW now? Well, he didn't hit her. He like pushed her. I don't know what to tell you, DJ. I mean, again, I wasn't that appalled. I wasn't that shocked by it. So Bandito gets off a horse. And a wrestling match has broken out in the Wild West. And now we got Bandito fighting 3 shitty actors. Woo! 18-minute match ending in a DQ. Don't love. It just wasn't done well. And again, it's just, if it meant something, great, but it doesn't mean shit. I've Orange Cassidy team. All right. I love Bandito. I'm a Bandito fan. Does anyone out there right now, I know my buddy Nick was like, they're not bad. They're not bad. Is anyone out there watching this Bandito shit and going, that's so cool? The fuck was that? We're back to Moxley. I'm a marked man. It was like shitty Wild West, Mild West, perfect MDB. Bandito coming to town. Wild West. The fuck, Moxley? What is this? Here's Bandito's weird return video. Yeah, these are fucking back. It's gonna end Kyle and Cole, y'all. Yeah, you might be right, Denisha. You might be right. You might be right. Maybe Mariah May versus Mina could be an event. Oh, okay. FYI, I'm the current predictions champion. FYI, you're not. For some reason, KJU was right that are killing the Death Rider story all along. They are killing it. So now they're saying they're going to have a 4-way. But it's the heel champion is demanding the 4-way. Doesn't make sense. I like the video package. Fair enough. I don't. What show? Chair, try again. Almost like watching a cinematic segment of Lucha Underground. Yeah, but done. It's just not done well. It's so campy. It's so silly. I want to take Bandito seriously. Now Christian's got a mic. That was bad. Bad. So we're doing a fatal 4-way, but Christian's not one of the 4. OC, Jay White, Adam Page, Moxley. No, at least Christian getting heat. Yes, we know, and that's a problem. He has full creative control of the Bucks. Jericho, Sasha, too many people. And in the famous words of my buddy Nick, WCW all day fucking long. No Darby. They don't give a fuck about Darby. Darby's in the Continental. So they're booing Christian. And then he says, Moxley has what I want. Moxley's a heel. And the crowd's like, yeah, I don't know. This package was produced well. It just feels corny. It's corny as shit. I want my Bandito, Hangman Page, and Brian Keith faction. Let's go. I'm in with that, Misfits. Welcome back. Again, it's just if I want to take Bandito seriously, those vignettes aren't doing it. They're not. Moxley doing a dumbass promo. Got that. Mox is hilarious. Yeah, like a ha-ha funny. He's trying to be like, I'm serious, I'm crazy, and you put the dynamite in your hand and you light it. And here we go. It's going to go boom, like what we do. I'm going to fuck everybody up. But it's funny. This is hilarious. Not supposed to be funny. That's the downfall. And now Hook's back. And Hook broke the window on an unlocked door, folks. So Christian sent Nick and Kip away for no reason. Because did they come downstairs? Were they involved in the Moxley situation? I didn't witness that. And now he's getting choked out by a teenager. Moxley wants to be the badass, impervious heel that shrugs off all moves and demands 4-way matches to beat all his challengers. Yeah, that's it. That is the gimmick, that Moxley is the super villain. He's crazy. He's hardcore. He's extreme. As Hook slides Christian along a counter twice. Here's Kip. Kip gets chucked away. And Hook runs away. So Christian Cage cuts a promo on Moxley that ends with him getting beat up by Hook. Y'all see the problems, right? I want somebody to defend this shit tonight. Somebody get in that chat and tell me why that's not a problem. I haven't loved Christian's booking since the trios belts, facts. Mox, OC, White, Page, Christian, Darby. That's everybody. Is Darby in it too? Because Darby's not even in the situation. It's a fatal 4-way, not a 5-way, though. It's been calling it for a while, fatal 4-way match at World's End. A lot of people rumored this, Damien, and I thought not the best of ideas. Now that I see what just happened. And again, I don't love the heel demanding the 4-way. Right? It's almost like the baby faces, but who are the baby faces? Paige sets houses on fire. Jay White's been fucking with everybody. But here comes Will Ospreay, folks. And I will put this in the chat for everybody. Get your votes in. I'm going to put nobody, but somebody's going to win this one. Let's put nobody just for shits and giggles. All right, get your votes in. The next match is on the docket. I thought this might be the main event. I thought you might keep the biggest star in your company to the end of the show. I was wrong. So here we go. Didn't Mox have a good job at Roto-Rooter? Fuck, right? Plumber Moxley in the house. Too many heels and not enough baby faces going after Moxley. And again, like we saw, we talked about this on Monday, guys, with Seth and CM Punk. Both guys didn't come out and change how they approach things, but you put the fans in a position to decide. But everybody can't behave the same way. So Seth starts sounding like he's complaining, and the fans are kind of leaning on Punk. That's, we saw it with the New Day. The New Day just didn't show up the next week and start challenging other heel teams. Like, you got to set it up. You got to put the pieces in place. It doesn't make sense. And again, Christian just proved it. Christian cuts a promo, and the fans are booing him. Boo, boo. Then I want that title. Ah, yay. Oh, wait, we don't like him. But we don't like that guy either. It matters, folks. It matters. Yeah. Yeah, Hulk for no reason broke a window tonight and then beat up Christian, who wants to take the world title. Put Hook with Joe again. Oh, no. Something about Moxley screams fraudulent. It is. It's all bullshit. It's fake. It's the tough guy at the bar. He gets a couple drinks in, too many, and starts running his mouth, and he's the first guy in the bar to get knocked out. That is John Moxley. I'll fuck up anybody in here. Come on, bring it on. That's Moxley. Moxley seems fake because Moxley is acting. Oh, we're off and running already. Osprey up and over the top. Did Osprey get a haircut? And where did they put the bowl that he got it with? John Moxley stole my car and Kingston fixed it. Hook is back. Right, that right off didn't last long. Still got a cast on his arm, folks. They made Hook look like an idiot. Mox secretly wants to be MKD. Oh, nice European uppercut. 2. Nice pace to start this match. And again, you have a heel, or at least a guy who's in a heel group, and one of your biggest baby faces, Osprey. The crowd instantly wakes up. They cheer the good stuff. They ooh the bad stuff. And now we're engaged. Now we're rolling. That's the difference between this and everything you just wasted our time with. We're 40 minutes into the fucking show. 40 minutes in. Moxley thinks he's a mafia leader from Hell's Kitchen. He thinks he's fucking, he just thinks he's the fucking, the biggest, baddest, most evil, toughest, strongest. Oh, fuck. It's crazy. It comes off so false. Comes off so bullshit. It comes off so unauthentic. Same thing when the Bucks were healed. You can't keep doing that. If you watch the other channel, Tony, and I know you do, authentic sells. That's what we do here. Be authentic. And it works. And it's not authentic. So we know you're full of shit. We know you're not this guy. We know when the show ends, you're going to go kiss your wife on the forehead and y'all are going to drive home and hang out with the baby. You're not the guy you're presenting. You're not this madman that lives in caves and in the desert. Nah. Enjoy the pizza. So AEW every week next year can be watched on TV and streaming on Max at the same time. That's weird. A little bit. I mean, again, it kind of opens up the options. If you don't have cable, then you can watch it on Max. Again, it will cause a little bit of a variation in the number for sure. Guys that really watch the ratings, like a Jim Cornette, might not have the same value anymore, but we will get reports of what they're doing on streaming as well. So it is interesting, but I don't think Tony gives a fuck, honestly. Osprey off the stairs, caught by Claudio. 74%, 70%. That changed quick. Taking Osprey. So Osprey, the heavy favorite from the chat here tonight. They're at least trying to interlock the story. What story? Hook is a joke. No one can believe. Yeah, I don't. There's too many kids. Nick Wayne, Hook, Yuta, Danny Garcia. There's too many of these children, little tiny men, Jack Perry, that I don't believe in, that I'm not afraid of. It doesn't work for me. Sorry. Right? The idea of Hook choking out Christian seems so unlikely. Doesn't work. Moxley wants to be the badass. You should take notes from Contra Unit. It's funny. Not very often use MLW as the example, but you're not wrong. 444. Yes, heel versus babyface is usual foundation of a wrestling match, but the entire Attitude Era was fueled by positioning feuds so that they were not. You're wrong. Is not only the success or blueprint. The Attitude Era was 100% heel babyface, and I will argue that all till I'm dead. Again, it's not in just how you act, it's how you're presented. So, like DX, even like, here's a better example. Let's take it out of wrestling. Deadpool's a hero. Anybody going to argue with me on that? Wolverine was a hero. Are we correct? Am I correct? But they're anti-heroes. They're reluctant heroes. They're heroes, but they're still on the good side. They're still trying to save the world. Austin was not a bad guy that was being a good guy, or vice versa. His biggest rival was Vince McMahon. Again, the Attitude Era on this whole idea of fueled by pointless feuds, not really the case. There was good guys, there was bad guys. Rock had a big heel turn. Triple H had heel turns. You had fan favorites like Mick Foley. So unless I'm reading your comment wrong, I think it's a fallacy. And that's what I think the problem with all of this is that it's just you're so far off of the basic fundamentals of any storytelling, whether it's movies, books, whatever. This does not work. It will not work. It will never draw the attention you want it to draw when it's muddled. When the bad guys are fucking all over the place, you have to give the audience a clear understanding of protagonist and antagonist. And there is no way around it. There are exceptions. You get a babyface versus babyface matchup or rivalry, it happens. Macho Man Hogan, pre the Attitude Era. Fans like them both, but it still causes the fans to make a choice on who's being reasonable and who's being good. At the end of the day, you need that in it. So, I mean, again, this fallacy that the Attitude Era was just everybody just ran around and did nonsense. And again, the fact that we continually reference the Attitude Era or look backwards. I saw somebody else make a comment in response to criticism AEW. Well, WrestleMania, back in WrestleMania 6, you got to stop doing that. We got to stop looking backwards and trying to use that as like, oh, but so what? We're doing it better now. The problem is it's a mess. And you just saw it. Christian Cage proved my point. He is shit talking a heel that people don't love, but they also don't want him to be champion. So it's fucked. So there's exceptions, but you got to have the blueprint. You got to have it. So that's my take anyway. Who do you think about the Raw coming to Raw on Netflix? Jimmy Uso returning to Raw. There's a lot of rumors about this transfer portal, Alan. We'll see. Pro wrestling is not authentic. You're wrong. Ask any pro wrestler. Ask any expert. Ask any experienced guy. Call up Jim Cornette. Call up fucking Undertaker. Get any one of them. It's you turned up. Can you get a little fallacy? For sure. But when you're just out there straight acting, you lose your audience. We don't give a fuck when you're pretending. It's got to be you. There's got to be some realism to it. You got to tie it in. You can only stretch the imagination so far. So again, I hate to disagree with you, but it's just not. Actually, KJ Deadpool is very much a hero. He might be the anti-hero. Exactly. Thank you. Well, that was kind of my point. Weapon X program, it was hired and assassinated. There you go. So my kind of said what I said differently. Will Ospreay look like a bully from video games? I like Will Ospreay a lot. This man should be the guy with the belt, and this is the guy that heels should be coming after and trying to dethrone. You want people to give a fuck about your world title? Put it on your best talent. Why does Ospreay look like Rockabilly hair Billy Gunn? Yes. He got that bowl cut. But Attitude Era was heel versus babyface. But just about all the baby faces were badasses. You can be a badass baby face. I mean, again, people always use Austin. Oh, well, Austin wasn't a baby face. He got more cheers than anybody. He got more cheers, and his biggest opponent was the biggest villain in all of wrestling. He was very much a baby face. He just wasn't a traditional baby face. Venom's a hero. There we go. Let's play this game. But Claudio and Osprey back at it, folks. And again, 444, if I misunderstood your whole comment, because my brain's all over the place, it was just my take on what you had opened up. I hope Saturday Night Main Event looks old school. It 100% is going to look old school. They're using Obsession as the theme, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about Cody showing up with the Winged Angel. Two count by Osprey. Kevin Owens is basically Deadpool of WWE. A little bit. I mean, he kind of ventures... right now he's a bit of the dick of WWE, but we'll get there. Wrestling podcast. I would say, if anything, Miz. No, not the Miz. Not the Miz. Going for the Ricola. I didn't even know he called it the Ricola. As Osprey's trying to go for a stretch, but he can't quite get that leg up. Why hasn't Osprey been given a title? Does TK not see him as the face of the company? Only the fans. Because I believe that there's this fear, and I think it's the internal group in AEW, that when you bring someone in, you can't hurt people's feelings. And that's what I truly believe is happening. I believe egos are getting in the way of this company more than anything else. And if Osprey came in and just won the title, oh, well, what about me? I've been here from day one, and what about this guy? And if Osprey was your biggest talent, he is your best baby face. He is loved. I think he has like 7 possible matches of the year in 2027 or in 2024. Probably have them in 2027 too. But in 2024, this man has lit it up. It would be way more exciting if babyface Osprey was champion and the Death Riders and Maniac Moxley were trying to take the belt from him. Clean. Bad guy, good guy, go to war. Clean. But instead, you got heel, 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 heel. No division, no line down the middle, nothing. Waiting for the belt collector to come back. Well, he's going to Japan first, Christopher. Osprey from the top, misses. He's a European. That sounded all kinds of wrong. Position. Venom is a hero. Got that one. Why does Osprey look? Rockabilly got that one as well. The fans look bored. Seems like everyone trying to prove how much better they can be outside WWE, but are looking 100 times worse. Again, the crowd, they are a little bit quiet right now as Claudio steals a page from Orange Cassidy. And now we're getting a bit of a forearm exchange. Oh, nope. Claudio snapping that arm. Osprey haircut reminds me of Shawn Michaels' cut in the first Elimination Chamber. He looks like fucking Lloyd Christmas. My hope is Moxley's reign ends with Osprey or Omega taking the belts off him. Best for business. I'm with you, my guy. I'm with you. I mean, I would love something more. Agree. Hook is the size of KJ's leg. That is true. That is true. Fun match. Osprey needs to get rid of the Ellen Shinner. It's funny because Kyle Fletcher shaved his head so he wouldn't have the similar haircut, and then he got a haircut. So I guess Fletcher could have kept his hair. If authenticity, not performance, displayed Undertaker, Kane, and Sting. Well, Sting, first and foremost, and Kane and Undertaker, they tied it into a real life storyline. And again, it's that stretch of imagination. And again, there's exceptions to the rule. And those, to me, are exceptions. Kane, Undertaker, Sting, some of the best that ever did it. That not everybody can do that. If everybody was dressed up like Kane, Undertaker, and Sting, wrestling as a whole would be shit. And Osprey gets the roll-up win. So that's it, my guy. It's an exception. But what they did with Kane and Undertaker, they made it a real issue. And I know they weren't really brothers, but they brought something to it. And as far as the actual character of the Undertaker, they took a big man that liked to be athletic, and they found a way to make it work. Undertaker ends up being one of the greatest exceptions of all time. But again, we look at the other list: Austin, The Rock, Bret Hart. Again, and it's not just my opinion. That is something that's been taught to me for years about wrestling. You take you and you turn it up to 11. Now, Darby chasing off Claudio. So Darby didn't come out last segment to help out with anybody. Claudio wasn't out to help his own team. What are we doing? The fuck are we doing? And Darby's staring at Osprey because they're going to fight next week. I'd have Osprey win the belt off Moxley, and then Christian cashes in the contract and steals it. 100%. I can live with that 100%, Boston, all day long. This match is cooking. It's okay. It made sense for Jericho to be the first champion. People like Swerve had to earn it. 100%. Jericho was the right choice. I was very happy. I defended Jericho a lot when he was the first champion. It made sense. But Jericho has declined. And this whole Ring of Honor bullshit, we all know how I feel about Jericho. But right now, Claudio, Osprey, 6 points each. Everyone else with 3, except Commander with 0. That's your standings in the gold division. And we go to the back with Renee Paquette. Yeah, Jericho was the perfect choice then. But now you got Osprey. You got so much talent. And we got Ricochet. Let's see what he does with the microphone tonight. Definitely in contention for match of the year, my friend. How long will AEW last? Until the piggy bank runs out of coin. And that won't happen for a while, Craig. Again, it might lose out on certain things or certain deals because of the quality of programming, but it's never going to just die. Tony will always be able to buy shit. So that's the interesting case. Our FTR collision exclusive guys, seemingly, FTR have become one of the most irrelevant tag teams in all of wrestling. They don't do anything that matters. They're not on pay-per-views. They signed with AEW for their legacy. We want our legacy. They haven't done shit. Hook should go to NXT. I think he would be a good fit in NXT. You're not wrong. The max streaming will be a blessing for AEW rating defenders, as I can see Dave's tweets already claiming millions are streaming. That's it. But there is... Hey! The scarf is back! MJF in the building! The max stream... Yeah, again, but there will be ways to know the numbers on the streaming side of things. I believe. I do believe they already have that. They're already doing it. The Nielsen Group is one of them that are already doing it. Being that it's the future of programming, again, that's only going to get you so far, but you should get more views being on Max. It should help you. We are on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I will take a second to remind everybody, we recently shot an interview with Vinny Pacifico. If you haven't seen that interview yet, go check it out. It was a really fun one. Great guy, great wrestler, up and coming. Just got cast in a movie. We had a fun chat, a fun talk. Go check that out when we go offline here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back for our preview and prediction show for main event, even though we're not sure if we know everything yet, but it is shaping up pretty nicely. Nick, Anthony, and I will have lots to talk about tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you do not miss out SmackDown Friday. And then, of course, Saturday, we will be here at 7:30 p.m. for Saturday Night Main Event. We're going to keep an eye. I think TNA's got a pay-per-view on Friday we're going to keep an eye on as well. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to get into. It's going to be a lot of fun here on the channel. Plus, we're heading towards Christmas. We're heading towards our year-end awards. We're heading towards all the new stuff. And when we flip that calendar, it's going to be insane. Netflix, Royal Rumble, Mania season. Genesis is coming back. Revolution will be back. So much going on. And of course, before we even get there, we got World's End at the end of the month, which now it's going to be a fatal four-way, I believe, for the world title. And I'm not sure much else. So we'll find out. Got that one. KJ, whatever happened to Shawn Michaels' cousin, Michael Shane from TNA? I have no idea. How long? Got that one. Sneak roll-up win. Yes. Claudio attacks. KJ, remember Vince McMahon came up with the Undertaker gimmick, not Triple H. Oh, that's true. I mean, I don't think that was in debate. I'm not gonna. You can argue all you want for, but again, the golden age that we refer to wasn't. It was all changed, and again, when they were still doing very character-based stuff, as far as your gimmicky shit, it got boring. So the Kevin Nashes and the Scott Hall and the world changed wrestling. And again, like I said, my guy, it's not my opinion. It is literally the opinion of just about every expert that I pay attention to. So you may disagree, but you're not right. Another surprise roll up. Yeah. Again, it's your bitch way out. I want both guys to look okay. Roll up. No care when Darby came out. Not really. And again, Darby's confusing because Darby was mad at Moxley, but now Darby doesn't seem to care about Moxley. Again, these things got to pay off. They got to pay off. Darby is here. KJ, do you think we see Cardona beat Jericho at Ring of Honor Championship? I don't. I really don't. I think this was just a fuck you to Effie, a fuck you to GCW, and I don't see it as we are getting the replay from Rampage. And again, if you're going to have Matt Cardona come in, Jericho's always on fucking Dynamite. Have Cardona be on Dynamite. I'm not sure how long AEW lasts because it doesn't exist. What? KJ, how deep is Tony's pockets? I can't tell you for sure, but apparently deep. Your two super badass are 100-pound Darby Allin and 80-pound Hawk. There's Matt Cardona. That's better. Willow versus Jamie Hayter is taking place on Collision to determine who goes to Wrestle Dynasty. That match should be tonight. It's MJF. Yes, it is. Ricochet bores me. Yeah, he hasn't quite got it. Ricochet on the mic is unfortunate. MJF has arrived. We are doing predictions for the final resolution as well. Maybe, Damian, maybe. MJF is back. Congratulations to Big Bill and Lexi Nair on getting married. Yeah, shout out to Big Bill. So this Friday, so you get Matt Cardona to come in and you want to sell us on this whole Jericho's good for business. Jericho's going to help get us the deal. And Matt Cardona is going to fight Keith on Rampage. But here comes Adam Cole. Does that make any sense to anybody? Have Keith fight Cardona on Dynamite or Collision. Rampage. Well, now we don't care. We don't give a fuck. And I know some people go, well, but we don't want the Ring of Honor stuff on the show, KJ. You've been critical, but you're already doing it, so do it. Why stop now? So up next, Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly. This one's going to be very interesting, folks. And we do know that MJF is in the building. And again, they fucked up this whole ring thing again, in my humble opinion. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Not here. I'm still miss the old school wrestling banners. Interesting. Willow versus Steve will be on Saturday night. Yes, it will. Cardona should not be fighting for a Ring of Honor belt, man. I don't disagree. Jericho and his booking will kill all of AEW. It has been. But that's Tony's phase. If you're a Tony Khan favorite, you're good to go. Crowd didn't cheer much because he's in the back. Now Paquette's in the back with Kyle. Adam Cole wins. Women's title match, main event. Yes, it looks that way. Now, Taven and Bennett begging Kyle not to go out there. Adam Cole has to win. AEW World's End is looking like AEW Khan's end. Ooh. Adam Cole for the win. Boom. KJ, here's a free idea. Why don't you do a top 25 power ranking stars across all companies you guys covered? Can definitely consider JV. We appreciate that. It is definitely something that we've had on the docket, but we'll let you know. Stay tuned. Click that little bell. But again, and now Kyle O'Reilly's still coming out to the conglomeration. So he's still in that faction loosely. Another weird thing about AEW, a lot of people in factions loosely. If you're going to say pro wrestling is all performance, why don't you tell that to New Japan and treat pro wrestling very important? Again, it's not about, it is a performance, but you got to be authentic. The best shit, the shit we remember the most is the shit that had some real feel to it. Even now, what we're watching right now in front of us with Raw, with Punk, with Drew, with Seth, Sammy, Roman, the authenticity of it, if you can tap into real shit, it matters. It's such a big deal. But yeah, you got to give a performance. But if you ask Stone Cold, it was him turned up to 11. You ask fucking whoever. I'm not going to sit here all night and do it. But it's that personality turned up to 11. Those are the guys that got the most over ever. Ric Flair turned up to 11. Fucking, we can go through this all day long. That's where it comes down to. Yes, is it about the performance? and delivering for sure. But you take Triple H and Shawn Michaels and do what they were already doing, turn it up to 11. You made Scott Hall and Kevin Nash legitimate, not Diesel and Razor. It got over. It works. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're leaning for, especially in 2024, 2025. The more real it is, the better it is, the better it sells, the better it does. And again, that will always be the case. Women's title match is main event. Yes. Who would have thunk it? Don't know if that's a great idea. Adam Cole needs to go to a tanning booth. He was yellow for a while. He's still kind of yellow. So we're off and running. Crowd very quiet. Who you taking in this one, folks? 68%, 67%-ish. Taking Adam Cole for the win here. As expected. I think we might actually get a surprise Matt Cardona at the Rumble. I don't know. Kyle. It all depends because there is a very interesting thing happening with Cardona. Does WWE value Cardona as much as Cardona values Cardona? And can they find a happy medium to make it all work? I don't know. Sorry, Tony Khan, who actually wants Ring of Honor on TV. I wouldn't mind if it was Friday night Ring of Honor, Richard. I'd watch every Friday. We got to watch Rampage. Do you think there will be any title changes this Saturday night main event? Probably not. I would really like KO and or Finn to win, but they won't. Kyle's mad at Brodie, got hurt. The guy that kicked his ass because he didn't want to join Undisputed Kingdom. As we go to picture in picture. Kyle O'Reilly, again, the crowds. Kyle to win, then lose to MJF. Cole versus MJF will be the Kingdom turning on Cole to set up a 3-on-3. Cole O'Reilly Strong versus MJF Bennett and Taven. I hate all of that, Brian. Hate all of it. I'm sorry. I think it's convoluted. I think it's just messier than it needed to be. 127. It was at 138 before. So let's get it back up. Let's get to 150. But we appreciate it, folks. And like Jason said, click that like button. Don't nobody give a damn about New Japan. Yeah, right? Adam Cole needs to stay away from the tanning booths. It's spray. I think it's the spray shit that everyone keeps using. And they look fucking stupid. Cole wins. Nobody for the win. Put the title on Mina. Mariah has not done a lot for her title. I don't blame Mariah. I blame the booker of Mariah. But Mina could win. Happy we got that one already. 316. Thank you. To be honest, I kind of want to see Cardona in the Rumble. He's been plenty of them already. I'm okay with Cardona coming back. I keep saying, like, Cardona's gone on the record to say, I don't want to retire in the bingo halls, in the smaller venues on the indies. I just think that he's got so much kind of worth outside of the WWE. He's a little bit of a trickier nut to talk into coming back. And again, with so much talent in WWE, it's not just a slam dunk of like Cardona shows up at the door and let me in. Okay. Like it's not that easy anymore. So it's interesting. I think there is a moment for him to have. And he's 100% coming back as Cardona. Adam Cole should be the face of AEW in 2025 as World Heavyweight Champion. I don't think so, Michael. Adam Cole, to me, is faded off. There will be a title change in Saturday Night Main Event. We are getting new Women's U.S. champ. That's not a change, my guy. But we are getting a new U.S. champion. We are. Cardona could help the SmackDown mid-card. Yeah, good. Cardona, LA Knight, Cardona's a talented guy. He really is. Like, could you use him? Yes. Do you need him? No. Does he want to give up all his shit to an extent to come into the WWE? I don't know. My Sabres are down 1-0 to the Rangers. I really want to care about what Cole is doing, but I hate how this MJF feud was written. It's been disgusting. And we're almost a year. Think about it. Last year, World's End to now. What has the year been like for Adam Cole and MJF? MJF's colder than he's ever been. I don't know that Adam Cole has ever been less important than he is right now. A year removed from all that double shit, all removed from MJF dropping the title a year ago. Here we are. How has the year gone? And it hasn't gone well. I agree and hate it as well, KJ, but I'm trying to get into the mind of TK. Ryan, it's a tough thing to do, my guy. I feel Tony Khan needs to create a new AEW women's tag team titles and make Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie. I don't want the tag titles, Michael. The reason I don't want them is that it's too convoluted right now. It's too, there's not enough there. They're already poorly booking the women's division. Do that well and then add tag titles. But they're not doing the tag team division on top of it. It will just be two women that have belts that do nothing. That's the problem. If Tony Khan was booking the women's division phenomenally, all for it. But they're not. There's so many women not being used. I hate the idea of tag titles. Have these wrestlers not learned anything from Jersey Shore about tanning? Shit, eh? Axe kick, elbow, Cole off the ropes, kicks, and 17 people in the front row, front area, clap. That's about it. I don't care to see any iteration of Undisputed Era unless it's under Triple H. I mean, I agree. And again, when MJF came back and kicked Cole in the balls, we thought it was dead. We thought it was dead. And then it looked like MJF was going to go after Jack. Like it was just all fucked. It was all fucked. And Danny wanted Jack Perry, but Danny and MJF had a beef. It was all a fucking mess. You know, Cole was the devil, MJF was the baby face, and they flipped on each other. As we go and try to go for an armbar from Kyle. Adam for the W, baby. It sucks I have no interest in this match. AEW should not have women's tag belts. No. They shouldn't have as many belts as they already do have. And they need to get rid of the trios belt. Put the trios belts away. They're garbage. They're a waste of time. Now I have a feeling Tony Storm returns in the main event tonight. That's a good guess, Damien. Now that they move that into the main event position, I could see that being a thing. KJ, do you think Tony Storm helps Mina win the AEW Women's title tonight? Yes, but I guess maybe. That'd be interesting. Adam Cole doesn't drink milk or eat steak or work out or weigh more than 120 pounds. Mina is going back to Stardom when this show is over. Then you can't give her the belt now, can you? It is a change. We are changing from nobody to somebody. Touche. I'll give you that one, buddy. Crowd very quiet. Yeah, crowd very quiet. Mina is not winning the title. She's going back to Stardom. Well, thanks for raining on our parade. No, just kidding, Misfit. Yeah, that's and that's what happened last time when this food kind of kicked off. She hung around for a little and then left. So stop booking the talent that isn't staying. You have all these women on this roster. I love Mina, but if she's not staying, fuck it. Ishii. Why are we booking these people? O'Reilly into an angle lock, and again, the crowd doesn't give a fuck. I don't know what that is. Leaving my like, share, and share. We appreciate it, Sean Reed. MJF, Osprey, Brody King, and Lashley need to be a huge push in AEW. They at least need to be in the picture. Yeah, no Hurt Syndicate at all tonight, right? I'm not crazy. There was no Hurt business tonight at all so far. No interest in the story, so the match doesn't mean much. The match isn't great either. But the crowd is silent. Without Wrestling for Life Network, I don't watch AEW. I watch WWE regardless. KJ and Big Nick make AEW more interesting for me. Happy to hear that. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And again, another fuck finish. It's just rinse and repeat, folks. MJF misses Cole. Cole gets rolled up too. Blocks a super kick into the ankle lock, into a roll up, and he's going to win with the roll up. The roll up. Because we just did it. Let's fucking do it again. It is fucking nuts to me. AEW should disband the trios belts. Yeah, melt them. So MJF runs out, tries to close on Cole. Cole gets the roll-up win. So Cole will fight MJF for the ring, which, by the way, was on the line in a battle royal last week. Show's really bad, guys. In 2015, this match would have booked 100%. So a stare down between Cole and MJF, and they're going to fight for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and I don't care. If anybody is worthy to win the women's title, it's Willow, Anna Jay, or Hayter. Man, give it to Willow. That lady should be a merchandise machine. Anna Jay's good. I think she needs some more work. And Hayter was the champion and forgot she was ever the champion. But she's got issues with Julia, and we don't know why. Kyle O'Reilly rolls out of the ring. Has no interest in Cole and the Kingdom. So there we go. So Kyle O'Reilly, they try to save him with a roll-up so he doesn't look like a bitch, except the guy that rolled him up was distracted. And now Moxley and crew are back in the desert as we get the ad for World's End. Stardom has a pay-per-view on the 29th, and they need her for that. Fair enough. AEW definitely needs to consolidate some of their belts. Fact. AEW crowd sound like W. You said it, not me, but you might be right. Grand Slam in 2 months. Tony will need a return soon for that. Richard, that's a very valid point, especially with ticket sales not going very well. So AEW World Title Fatal 4-Way. Hangman, TR's here. We just talked about these guys. They do exist. One of the biggest disappointments in all of tag team wrestling history. FTR used to be something, and now we don't see them anymore. Now they barely do anything that matters. They don't have titles. They're not in rivalries. FTR is not what they used to be. They re-signed with AEW for their legacy, and it seems like their legacy is being at home doing nothing. I love them. Love them. Love them. But where have they been? Where have they gone? What are they doing? Why do we give a shit? Crazy. Oh, wait. January 1st, they put their names in a hat. So January 1st, Fight for the Fallen. Why is FTR cutting a promo on the Death Riders? Why is FTR cutting a... So they just announced officially Moxley, OC, Jay White, Hangman Page, World's End for the world title. Why is FTR calling out the Death Riders? FTR ain't what they used to be, as they are 2 punk boys like Malachi and Buddy. Where are they? Fact, you got a great point. Because they saved OC. All right. Still. All right, so they're going to fight. So the tag team's going to fight 2/3 of a trios? Or do they get a friend and they have a trios? What is the fucking point? FTR legacy is running their legacy for a billionaire's ego and a payday. Ruining, by the way, not running. FTR stands for futile trolling reasons. I like it. Why am I watching a truck commercial? I have no idea. Hangman has no eyebrows. Fire. More roll-ups than a joint factory. Let's go. More roll-ups than a fucking elementary school cafeteria, folks. And again, it's your way of like, well, he only rolled them up. Such a cop-out. Chicken shit booking. I think the WWE Holiday Live show will outsell AEW. Oh, 100%. There's not even a question. Too many fruit roll-ups on AEW. Facts. You can go camping with all them roll-ups. There you go. Keep it coming. What else can we do with all these roll-ups? Failed tag rejects. Ooh. I loved FTR. I really fucking loved them. And they've just gone to shit. I didn't know Kevin Owens had a podcast. Well, you do now, bitch. Thank you. FTR saves Orange Cassidy on Collision when he was being attacked by. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for the reminder, Smile Mark. It still sucks. I like FTR when there was a flexing. I like FTR when they're with the flexing gyms. The flexing gym 80s guys, I forget their names. Outrunners. So what I thought should and could happen is that the Outrunners were. What happened to the fucking Outrunners? They're the hottest tag team in your company, MIA. Completely. But Outrunners are getting overhuge. And then they had a bit of a relationship with FTR. I thought that was a great opportunity for FTR to turn on the Outrunners, help get the Outrunners over, keep them away from the titles real quick. But we don't even know where the tag champs are. Where are the tag champs? Somebody. I need some milk cartons with names on it. Faces, let's go. Sidebar pizza, always, my guy. TK is booking FTR versus Death Riders. Yep. But why? Why? And I get it. They help. But why did they help? Private Party been MIA since they won the titles. Sorry, I can't save my life. It's all right. We worked through it. Mariah May says Mercedes is a nobody and acts so special. Mercedes won't even help new talent with her greatness. Mercedes is a windbag. Oh, we're getting the New York Minute with Chris Jericho. I bet he was in the meatpacking district, his favorite part. Okay. Brian Keith is so much better than this. It's the best part of this. I'm a big fan of Private Party. They've been, 100%. You can feed 1 million kids with this pretty roll up. There you go. So tomorrow, contract signing on Ring of Honor for Jericho versus Cardona. Are more people going to jump on a Ring of Honor because of that? No! None! Zero! It won't change. It's stupid. Nobody gives a fuck. I feel bad for Big Bill, Brian Keith. They deserve better than being with Jericho. It's true. It's so true. Loving the jersey, Jericho, original 6. I hate to admit it. It is a really nice fucking jersey. I'm an absolute sucker. Jericho was on. Time to use the toilet. This New York Minute has been about 4.5 minutes, just for the fucking record. Let's keep it to a minute there, Jericho. I know you can't wrestle anymore. Can you at least count? Waste of time. I would just keep Briscoe. Yeah, Briscoe. The fans love Briscoe. I don't want Briscoe as Ring of Honor champion, to be honest. I want Briscoe to be one of their champions. If we got Briscoe with a belt, consistent, you'd love to see it. The fans go crazy when he comes out. More Brian Keith would be nice. So Kyle Fletcher undefeated, murdering the blue division, the blue league. And now we're getting a Kyle Fletcher package. I'm a sucker for a good hockey sweater. That's it, right? I mean, the New York ones I like the traditional ones. I like the dark blue. But yeah, definitely a sucker for a good jersey. The only thing special about Jericho is his music. That's about it. His music's not even there anymore. So maybe not. Rhea's Instagram live today was more entertaining than this show. I believe you, Misfit. Jericho just did a contract signing with Ishii and now with Cardona. Fucking again. Willie, again, I'm with you, my guy. I'm with you. And I know people are like, all they're doing is complaining. All you're doing is shoveling me shit. I can't help it. Fletcher versus Briscoe Saturday. That should be a really good match, though. So Athena's holding Ring of Honor Women's title for 2 years now. Wow. Yeah, I think she's about to lose it, though. She's going to lose it at Final Battle to Billy Starks. Buffalo 0, Rangers 1. Must be early in the game. It's only 1-0. No one saw Mina winning, but their feud should have been a lot better. All they have had to sell the feud was a bad celebration segment and a few-minute-long backstage segment. Fact. Now we're with Darby. Is the quest for the Death Riders over? They were in the building. He didn't give a fuck. They are slowly chipping away at everything that makes AEW. What? What are they doing? Someone tell me how Moxley is hurting AEW. What changes are happening because of John Moxley? I'm all ears. I like how they're building up Fletcher for Grand Slam. Yeah, and again, Fletcher. I think it's going to be Fletcher Ospreay, the final of this one. So we will find out. I just think that the Ring of Honor was on TV instead of this shit. It would do better, and you could have Briscoe. Now that's a good argument. And again, for 2 years now, I've wanted Friday nights to be a Ring of Honor show, not behind a paywall. Friday nights is your Ring of Honor show. Young, up and coming, offshoot talent that can really make that show destination viewing. Doesn't exist anymore. I agree with that. Khan does not know how to lube his show for the fans to be interested in. Yep. Did I say lube? Athena's title reign was good last year. Now it's staff padding reign with a very few defenses. Yep. I enjoyed that Chris Jericho shit. It's not very often I do anymore, but that was my favorite. You know what? It could have been all right, Paul. I'll be honest. It's the bad apple is a perfect example. It's all the bad, it's all a rotten apple from a rotten tree. So it doesn't matter what the fuck he does. Again, you give me a New York minute, make it a minute, and fuck off. Yep. And it's just, again, it's not that Jericho doesn't bring value. It's just he's booked and used greater than so many other people that are better. Like the new slogan going into 2025 for AEW should be "We're the best watch," because all the best wrestlers, they don't wrestle, they watch. They're not there. We just laughed about FTR. We talked about Private Parties missing. We barely see Malachi. We don't see Deanna. We don't see this. Like, there's so many wrestlers we don't see that are better than the ones we do see. But here comes Ricochet. Did I know Ricochet was fighting tonight? Ricochet Brodie. Oh, this one's a tough one to call. All right, folks, get in that chat. Let me know. Let me know. Who wins? Rico. Brodie. Antagonizing my nephews has been more entertaining than AEW. That's funny. Athena needs to be AEW Women's Champion. I doubt it. Tony Khan won't let Athena leave Ring of Honor. Oh, eventually your contract's going to expire like everybody else, Misfit. And when it does, it will be very interesting what happens. Here comes Brody King. Rocking his balaclava. WWE, do you foresee any title changes Saturday, Cody or Liv? No. I don't mind Y2J when he comes out to his song the crowd used to sing. He doesn't do that anymore. And again, yeah, it doesn't exist. Who cares about Athena and Billy Starks? Athena should have been on Dynamite the whole time. Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. A big fan of what Athena could do. But again, the wrong people in the wrong places. Yeah. What has Moxley done other than hurt Brian? Nothing. Again, you guys let me know. What are we doing? Darby punches himself. Darby go climb the mountain. Again, another tiny little man that I'm not overly like. It is what it is. How come Tony Khan hasn't announced the first day ticket sales in for all in Texas? Maybe because the numbers are trash. Could be. Somebody was trying to tell me they broke a record, but I don't believe that's true either. Moxley helps fans change the channel along with Jericho. But we're off and running, folks. Ricochet, Brodie. Right now, I believe 46% are taking Ricochet, 39 are taking Brodie, and 14 are going draw. Ooh. Darby is wearing my mom's old pink jacket that I donated to Goodwill store years ago. 6 minutes left in the Rangers game. Oh, okay. Athena literally has no star power. Imagine being champion for 2 years and you can't even get. It's crazy. I wonder how she feels about it. I don't know. I'm curious. Who do you think takes the title off Jericho if it's not Cardona? Big Bill. I don't know. I'm at a loss with this. Jericho shouldn't have the belt if Cardona takes it, but Cardona is not a contracted AEW employee, so I don't see it happening. I think this is a one-off to say fuck you to GCW, so I don't know where they go with it. I really don't. I don't know who gets the belt. I don't know what they do with the belt. I don't know how they change it. I have no idea. But if they were smart, sooner than later it would happen. I really hate this pro company shit. Loving a wrestling company as a performer feels corny. It's too much. It's too much. And it happens a lot from this company. Oh, I love it here. Like it's what happened to good promos about how great you are. Interesting comment. I think this is a new name, but the only authentic thing about WWE are the injuries. Let's not be silly with that. Let's put it that way. And again, I think their injury record is doing pretty well in comparison to their competition. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you and I see it differently. Ricochet for the win. Darby interview. Yes. I will say this. If any favorite indie had a TV deal, it probably would have been hard to stay good for 5 years. Like AEW now thoughts. Had a TV deal, probably. No, but I think the thing, Lisa, with that, and right now, Brodie is in control going into pitcher and pitcher on the outside, is any company that starts, if you at the 5 year mark aren't kind of in a groove and moving any business, it doesn't matter if it's a restaurant, a fucking store, the 5 years is an important milestone. And that's where it gets a little bit concerning because they're, any indie show, like, I mean, we've seen independent companies, they expand, they grow. GCW is a good example of something that's grown over the last few years. The challenge becomes, can you maintain it? My concern for Tony, and again, for anybody doing it, is maintaining. Do you have the longevity? Are you booking in a way that makes it exciting? Everything in AEW right now is regressing. That's what scares me as a fan. AEW is where the best wrestle. Yeah, dang. Yeah, let's go, Mike. My bad. Brody wins. This guy Darby is a madman. He's crazy. Brody King for the win. Got Brody King for the win. Let me close this one up. 44%, a tie. 44 for Brody, 44 for Rico, and 11 saying a draw. And some percentages in there. Is this match ends in a roll up? I'm done. Oh, look. KO going into the show after the build and lose will do nothing for Kevin Owens. It will not Cody to lose the title for a month. Cody can win it back at Rumble. I would love for this scenario to play out, Misfit. I really would. I love the idea that I think it would just surprise us enough. Like, holy shit, Cody lost. Do I think they're going to do it? No. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Would I want it to happen? 150 fucking percent. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't wait. It just, again, those moments that shock us. And he can get it back. Porno, Ottawa versus Ducks. Wow. Ducks are bad. Why was Darby bleeding from his mouth? Did he punch himself in the mouth? Ricochet feels like a non-factor in the Classic. He needs this win tonight. Ricochet feels like a non-factor in AEW. Oh, Brody ain't winning over 2 flyweight in a row. Kid, you're probably right. Brody for the win. I'm going to take him for once. I got my doubts. I think he's going to get there's going to be a slippery win here. Brody should destroy Ricochet, but I'm sure Rick will win by a roll-up. Fair enough. There you go. O'Shea is back. He is here. Break time. 1, 2, 3, kid. We are on Pitcher and Pitcher. Speaking of breaks. And again, remember, we are back tomorrow, folks. It's going to be a fun one as we break down Saturday Night Main Event and we get ready for SmackDown on Friday. Plus, we're here all week long. We got more coming your way. More fun stuff. Be a friend, tell a friend, click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe. Be a part of all the shows. Be a part of all the fun. And again, thank you for being here. I got 130 with me right now as Wednesdays continue to cook. I appreciate it. And again, 131. Let's see if we get to 150 before we go home tonight. Ricochet coming out like a M. Bison on Street Fighter. Brody should be a freaking beast. He should be killing people, kid. He should be wrecking everybody. Brody should be like Jacob Fatu or Umaga or like a fucking Vader. Like, the minute you see Brody, everyone in the arena should freeze and go, uh-oh, who is he fucking up? Brody should be an absolute murderer. He should be walking through that door and fucking everybody up. Instead, he has these competitive matches with tiny men. I don't get it. I don't. The crowd is extremely quiet right now. He makes the crowd go to sleep too. Ricochet for the win. I feel like Brody and Darby should be a tag team. That would work. Oh, I love that idea. Ricochet off the chest. I think he fell on his head, though. This match is about to cook so damn hard. I'm giving the edge to Brody. Pause. Well, we're partly into it, and I think we forgot to put the burner on. Ricochet off the ropes. Up and over. Down goes Brody. If Ricochet beats Brody, something's wrong. But would it surprise you, Misfit? It's obvious that Liv will eventually drop her title to Rhea. Who could you see dethrone Cody down the line? Randy Orton. Randall. Springboard 450. Ricochet for the win. Well, neither does Mercedes, and she's on TV every week. Doing nothing. No Mercedes tonight, though. So Brody just sits there, eats a kick, tells him to kick him again. Storm warning during the main event. Could be. That would make sense why it's the main event. TK has added time to Athena's contract because she had a doctor's appointment last. That's just a rumor, Corey. KJ, I feel like Mercedes Moné is the most important talent in the AEW's women's division. Tony Khan should let her hold onto the TBS championship until the AEW All In and have Athena beat Mercedes for it. Well, Michael, in all due respect, Mercedes Moné is probably the biggest disappointment and bust in the women's division. If you had the belt, the TBS title on Willow, who could get in the ring and bang out, and Willow have rivalries with like a Deanna, that you have Thunder Rosa out there that wants to fight some people. She's not being booked. Mercedes is single-handedly killing your women's division. She gets booked better or more prevalent than the women's champion. Mercedes continues to be an absolute flop. And the longer they keep the belt on her, the worse it is for the company. So what you said, but opposite. How's the Black Can have a nice... Yeah, no, they're not allowed. Down goes Ricochet! 2-2-2. Am I the only one who thinks that Brody King would be a star? I feel like with a push, he could be a fan favorite and really be a breakout star. Dude is talented and carry a match. Dude, I'm with you. He should be a fucking murderer. Oh, yeah, pretty much. That's it. You must be new here or just a burner account of one of the other guys in the chat. But when it sucks, it sucks. When it's good, we cheer it. So you can decide what to do about that. But right now, it's not doing good. What do you want me to do? Lie to you? My mother was in high school when Ventura was at Moles Roosevelt. All right. Still waiting for winter to come. AEW, where the best wrestle with the decision to sign with the company. Best wrestle with the decision to sign with the company. Ricochet to the top. Shooting star. 7-year itch. No soul as he grabs him by the throat. Damn. Did Britt get sent to the shadows of the realm again? Yeah, she went back to doing her job. Again, I know people want to make, oh, you're just hating on the show. Like, pretty much. Prove me wrong. Give me an argument other than why you hating. Tell me what I'm wrong about. I'm all fucking ears, folks. What am I wrong about? I know new people don't know what's up, but if you've been here for a second, you know how the deal works. But again, if I say something you disagree with, tell me how I'm wrong. Other than you're dumb. I get it. Brody, Jacob, Batu ever faced off to your knowledge? Not to my knowledge, off the top of my head, to be honest. I'll just let that sit there. Brody's got Ricochet up. This is my favorite part of the show so far. Yeah, I'm with you, Charles. Are you booking the show? Yeah, right. Trying. Tell me when I'm telling lies. You've been here enough to know better. When good shit's happening, I'm all about the good shit. If you tuned in the beginning of the show, I started with hope. Every Wednesday, I start with hope. But the show sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Well, don't watch. Nah, that's not the right answer. Ricochet is getting booed, by the way, guys. Ricochet! Clothesline! They were booing Ricochet. And he gets the win. Do you all think Tony Khan is actually trying anymore? He is, though. Again, there's a lot of people have said Tony Khan's not even trying. He does. Tony Khan loves what Tony Khan's doing. The problem is Tony Khan didn't grow up in the real world, didn't grow up in the world that we grew up in. So Tony Khan misses the point. He thinks what he's doing is great for him, but it's not. Like, that's all he's booking for. I told you before, it's very much like VKM. It's I'm booking what I want to see. Hey, private party. We almost forgot about you. Oh, that makes sense. But that's it. He is trying. He's doing his best. The problem I think Tony has is he's not a good boss. He's not a good manager. Too many people have creative control. Too many people have a say in everything. Just keep tuning in. You'll hear all the reasons. Go hit the rewind. You'll hear all the reasons. And again, right now it is not doing well. So there you go. And again, if you think it is, tell me what's good about it. That last match was good, though. I really did enjoy it. The wrong guy won, though. So, Private Party. Wait, Action Andrade, Layla, and Leo are now heels? And Top Flight. This is what we're going to get at World End for the tag title with no bill. All entries welcome. There you go. Ricochet's probably joined the Hurt Syndicate. That's my prediction. But again, make it make sense. You got to find a way to get there. Complete bullshit. What was with this bullshit finishes? Ricochet. The fans wanted Brody. They were booing. They actually booed. Yeah, it was a good match though. They were. It was a good match, but the Ricochet getting booed because the fans want Brody to do well. That's facts. I'm kind of interested in Ricochet being a heel. He needs a change. Well, I mean, he's doing a great job of being a heel on Twitter. So let's go. KJ, you can't help a company that books for 12 fans that live in their mom's basement. Again, and I will explain this. I feel like I explain this every fucking Wednesday. I started this channel because of AEW. I'm a fan of AEW. The fact of the matter is, it sucks right now. If you don't want to hear me bitch about it, you don't have to be here. But plenty of people seem to be interested in what I have to say. So I understand that certain people are new here and think I'm just beating it up. But none of those fans ever come with a rebuttal. Oh, but this. It's just, you're stupid. They never have a good answer to what we're wrong about. We're here on Monday. Praise the show. We were here last night, praise the show. Here tonight, hoping to praise the show, and it's just shit. A lot of missed opportunities, a lot of instinct at Globe Life Field. But that's it. That's all we can do. But that's it. I'm asking what I see here. And I give you all the reasons why I'm upset with the show. I give you all the reasons why I dislike the show. I give you all the reasons what I'm seeing is wrong. What are the rebuttals other than he doesn't like it? He's a hater. What are the rebuttals? What are they doing that is so great, so exciting, so good? What is it? Private Party, finally. Brody should have won. Again, seems like if the fans like it, they're not getting it. Yeah, those jackets were a lot. Action Jobber and Rush look like Mario Spikes. That's exactly what I was thinking, JV. 100%, my guy. KJ, you can't help a company that books for. Yeah, I got that one. Again, if you like it, tell me what you like. He just doesn't like what I like. What is it? Where is the valid argument in the reversal? Top Flight in NXT. I would have MVP talk for Ricochet, KJ. That could work. You know who would work with Ricochet? Sounds fucked up, but can talk? Leo Rush, MVP. Great idea. But we're not doing it. Mariah May retains. Yeah, I think she has to. There are no rebuttals, just complainers. Right? Like, my man's 444 can say whatever he wants, but he keeps tuning back in. I don't know what to tell him. Every Wednesday is the same thing. We're excited. We hope it's going to be good. Then I point out all the flaws. And there's no rebuttal. There's nobody like, oh, no, you're wrong. That fatal four-way scenario with Moxley's great. Where's the counter argument? I'll wait. But instead you get passive aggressive and whiny. It fucking blows my mind. It's supposed to be adult. Big Boom AJ getting more TV time than 50% of the AEW wrestlers. Big Boom AJ might deserve it. The man's getting over. Apparently, Big Bill and Lexi Nair. Yes, they did. Congratulations to both them. Super happy. All in Texas, July 12th. Yes, it should be fun. I hope it's good. Big Boom AJ gets more TV time than, and they might deserve it. It's sad that Sting has to be a salesman at this age. Not at all, Easy Bake. I mean, again, that's so funny. The guy looks like Tony Khan. It's sad. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing here. I don't think it's sad at all. The man had a phenomenal career, a Hall of Famer, a legend. Now somebody who's going to pay him money to put his face on things and help sell tickets. There's nothing wrong with that. If we can all get to that point, we'd be very happy. Whatever happened to that Stokely and Private Party story? What happened to Stokely? Where the fuck Stokes? Bivens! Where's Bivens? I don't know. Leo Rush dressing like a black and red painted dragon fruit. It's Sting. The women's match going 10 minutes, ain't it? Yeah, there's literally 12 minutes on my clock right now. By the time we come out of commercial break, Mina wins. I can't see Mina winning. I think Tony Storm is returning. That is a huge possibility. Oh, I just want the match to be good. And instead of going right to the match, we go to fucking Sasha. Oh, no, we go to Anna Jay. My bad. I'm okay with that one. Oh, there she is. There we go. So 10 minutes on the clock. Let's get to the women's main event. No, we're not doing it. We're going to the biggest waste of fucking money in all of wrestling, Sasha Banks. AEW needs an all-woman show. No, they don't. Bring the boom. Let's go. I like AJ. He sold. He got over. All in Arlington is on my birthday. Good. That's awesome. Close to my birthday, sir. Oh, so bad. Brodie, you're doing so good today. So now she's literally doing what Jericho does. Fucking awful. I wish he just didn't care instead. I just feel like he is not capable. That's it. He's trying. He's trying. He's trying. He just doesn't have the tools. And he gave too much freedom. He put too much trust in people that he felt were his friends. And a lot of people have fucked him over and done him dirty. I feel bad for Tony Khan. Because Tony Khan really wants the show to be awesome. But he has people around him that are just robbing him blind, milking him of every fucking penny he got. I feel bad for Tony Khan. My heart goes out to the guy. All he wanted to do was a good wrestling show. But he gave Jericho creative control. He gave Moxley creative control. He gave the Bucks too much. It's gone to shit in a big way, folks. And I want it to bounce back. I really want it to bounce back. Well, we're just eating up this whole fucking main event. AEW is good at jumping off stuff and no selling. They're more than that. There's good wrestling in here. It's just, fuck. AEW needs an all-women's show. I can't imagine that. Y'all forgotten about the overrun. Yeah, we'll see how long that goes tonight, Bash. But we are setting up the main event tonight. And again, if you do have an overrun, you kind of want to get shit going before the overrun kicks in. Here's Mercedes. There you go. All In is on my mom's B-Day too. Shout out, shout out. My birthday is July 12th on the day of All In Arlington, Texas. So a little bit before my birthday. I hate that the CEO gimmick is so bad. AEW has no clue how Sasha heel character in WWE worked. But again, I think that's kind of the issue they're having across the board with a lot of their heels and the heel talent. And again, I think it's not just the heels; it's baby faces, heels. None of them really work well. They're fine. They're having trouble. Mariah for the win. Teach their own 100%. 100%. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We do welcome all opinions. You just have to put up the fact that I got a microphone and I can rebut out loud. The EVPs are a no-show. They left him hot and dry. And here comes Mina! Dancing her ass off. OFF off. Okay. Anna J, we love you. 27. I'm in between those. Big 25. Wrestling Proud. There you go. This show make me want to go to bed right now. I got to thank MDB and KG for keeping comedy to make me stay. Daniel, I appreciate that, man. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I will be your shot of whiskey. Phony Monet. I love that 1, 2, 3 kid. I'm actually probably going to hijack that from you. I'm not going to lie. Phony Monet is here and can't cut a promo. She's fake. She's fucking fake. Just like Moxley earlier. It's fake. It's obviously fake. Should I go to World's End? I haven't engaged with the product for a while. I'd go. Craig, go. I mean, go live. They need people to buy tickets. And if you bring a sign with our logo, I'll send you a t-shirt. The Glamour, Mariah May. How are we voting on this one? 59% Mariah so far. Monet only cares about her TV time and not helping no one. No, she... Yeah, I mean, I'd beat that lady to death. She sucked. This heel Monet character is so cringe. It's disgusting. It's again, it feels like a lot of the show is aimed at wrestling fans between the age of 12 and 18. That's what I feel like their target audience is with this program. KJ, you're right. They destroyed Death Rider's story. You called it before it came. Again, if you want Moxley to take over the company, you need baby faces to chase him. You got 2 heels and a baby face you already beat in a fatal 4-way. And again, my question to anybody out there, what has Moxley done to impact AEW wrestling? Please hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Jason. Monet. I love it. I'm stealing that for sure. 9 minutes left to show. I got 6 on the clock. This woman's main event will be quick. Big slap. What are we saying on the final vote here? 59. Mina getting 13 and nobody getting 28. Dasha taking time away from the match. Sasha's defending her New Japan Strong belt. Hopefully she loses it. Mariah's reign has been asked. A lot of people's reigns have been asked. Who right now in AEW that has a belt can you say is having a good title run? It's not the trios, not the tag team, the Intercontinental, the Continental. What champion right now in AEW, you're like, they're having a good run? I'll wait. All In is 29 days after my birthday. There you go, Christopher. Make that 8 minutes. We're getting there. I knew this show was going to be garbage. Again, it's just, I don't know what to do. Tony Khan has given his heart and soul to the professional wrestling. He's trying to give the public the best book product ever. He's the booker of the year for sure. Tony Khan has been the most consistent. Michael, I'm sorry. I can't. Tony Khan has had a horrible 2024. If I watch the entire YouTube ad close, it helped the channel. Well, I mean, no. Be honest, if you skip it, it's fine. Once we get to a certain point count, we get a little bit of change from those ads, but I wouldn't exactly sweat it too much, my guy. I knew the show was going to be garbage. Respectfully disagree. He's been fucking awful. Tonight's show is Def Leppard album, High and Dry. I agree with that. No, she's receiving hate because she sucks. That's why I know me and you are not on the same page at all tonight, my guy. She sucks. It's not because of the company. If she I didn't like her in WWE nearly as much, but she got away with wrestling Bailey, wrestling Charlotte, wrestling Becky. She had better women carrying her, and she had producers who controlled her. So when she went to do something, no, don't do that, don't do this. She is another example of a wrestler that's been given free reign, and with her free reign, she has become absolutely cringe. She's had one good match in AEW, and her TV time is just as bad as Jericho's. Has nothing to do with the company. Kenny would rather work, yeah, 100%. Nice move across the pole. The figure four. Mike Bennett attacks Death Riders. Yeah, Richard, I love you, buddy. 6 minutes up for the world title match. Ouch. Well, we're 2 minutes away from an overrun, and we get a pitcher and pitcher. Let's go. Mercedes and Sasha both suck. There you go. Sum it up. Listen, my man Damien gonna get mad at me for saying this shit, but it's true. This title match deserves the main event spot, but if Thunder Rosa saving Mina is the surprise, they shouldn't do it. That can't be the surprise. 1, 2, 3, get your royalty. There you go. There you go. Just keep watching the ad, boys and girls. If Tony or someone of decent standing doesn't show up during this match, it will not make sense as the main event. You know what? I can't. I will try and buck the system on this one a little bit. For me, at least the women are getting a main event. I mean, it might not be the best match, but it is your women's world title. You shouldn't need a surprise attached to it for this match to be the main event. I've been shitting on Tony's booking of the women's division for a long time. I think at least your women's world title is the main event tonight. And actually, if I will defend Tony Khan a little bit more, he did kind of a smart thing. He put all the Moxley chaos and Will Ospreay at the beginning of the show and kept them miles away from the main event. Not bad. Now, some people are going to argue they booked the show backwards and it should have been flipped around. But if you're going to main event with this, you can't have the Osprey match go right before it. You can't have all that Moxley chaos go right before it. You got a so-so match between Brody and Ricochet. I'm giving them, look, listen, anybody out there that can hear my words, I'm saying nice things. Road Dog producing Sasha. Hey, Brian, how does CEO sound? Your ass better call somebody back, right? Again, we've seen this before. It's not just, I mean, we've seen classic examples of the scenario. Like, person thinks they're a superstar, it all goes to their head, and then they step away from the WWE and realize that machine that is WWE makes you look really good. This main event feels obligatory. AEW women's main events don't feel like that. Yeah. I kind of see what you're saying, MDB. I'm just trying to give a little bit of love, a little bit of credit where credit is due a little bit. Alberto, yeah, that walking piece of mess. Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect example. I mean, again, the biggest example ever is Vince Russo, right? Vince Russo, I'm a great writer. I made all this happen. All right, go do it over there. Can't do it. Can't do it. Right? Sasha is a great example of when you're insulated. And there's a reason why Sasha went 0-8 in title defenses in WWE. She couldn't carry the ball. She could get the ball. She just couldn't carry. We saw Sting. It's incredible. Yeah, we're in the overrun, about 1 minute so far. Mariah, May, and Mina going back and forth. Sasha never held a title long in WWE. No, because the stars were all the people around her. And the reason why they didn't want to give Sasha Charlotte Flair money is because she's not fucking Charlotte Flair. Easy Bake, I'm thinking we could. So what was the point of MJF showing his face tonight? Seriously? Not much. It's a really good match, folks. I'm okay with this one so far. Thunder Rosa does not need to be out there. Is she out there now? No, I don't see her. What do you mean? May wins and Thunder Rosa challenges her after. That'd be crazy out of left field. TK thought that was he was getting Sasha Banks, just like Vince thought he was getting Johnny B. Pat back in the day. I mean, yeah, maybe, kind of, sort of, not really. Two. In so many people's eyes, no matter what TK does, they will shit on him. I'm glad you can recognize that TK did something good to help the women's division by having the main event this show. That's it. I mean, again, and I know we have a couple people in the chat at times that, like, all he does is beat this company up. They are giving me so many bullets to shoot. That's the only problem. But you got to give credit where it's due. And if I'm demanding that they book the women better, and then they give them a women's main event, and I go, oh, I can't believe this is the main event, then I'm an asshole, and I can't be pleased. Welcome to the IWC. But at the end of the day, this is a good main event. It's a good choice. And you did take some of your biggest stuff and front load it for a reason. And at the time, I was like, I really thought Osprey and Claudio was going to be the main event. I'm not going to lie. But that's the thing, Boston. It's never about, I can't, deep two. I never get on stream and think, I can't wait to bash this show for the next 2 hours, or I can't wait to bash this pay-per-view for 6 hours. I don't. It's never my intent, but I will call it as I see it, and I will not mix my words. Doesn't matter. It was so disrespectful from WWE not to have Sasha Banks. From WWE not to have Sasha Banks should have had in the title for. Nah, she sucks. She sucks. Mina 2. Injured or boring, yeah. She's in the crowd holding a sign, Mariah May. You may not. Really? I missed it. I was talking to y'all. By Mina. And listen to the crowd. The most awake the crowd has been tonight. Michinoku driver. Let's go. Ryan not selling the leg enough. Nah, don't be picky. Got upstaged by Bianca Belair and couldn't handle it. That's really why she left. She did. Her ego is inflated. It's fucking huge. Wow. Holy shit, it's over. Yeah. And Thunder, you're not my champ. What the fuck? All right, match is over. 5 minutes into the overrun. And here we go. Welcome back, Toni Storm. She retired one character, but here she comes. And now Thunder Rosa has a sign that says, what the fuck? Storm back looking old school. I can't believe it. Tony Schiavone. Can't believe it. Toni Storm's got a tear in her eye. Mariah May looks confused. Mina's still up cold. And Thunder Rosa has a sign, completely baffled. The champ is back, folks. What are we going to do? There's your main event. That's why you had it. And there we go. That is the show. We are off the air. I will take your ratings out of 10. What you got? What you got tonight? But Toni Storm is back as Toni Storm. That was a great match. Match of the night. Match of the night. Match of the night. The most crowd involvement. Thunder Rosa sitting at ringside. I dug that. I was into that. Poor Thunder Rosa, 5-0. Yeah, Storm back. Tony's back. Technically, I wasn't wrong. She didn't help anyone. She just showed up. And again, old school Tony Storm. The black under the eye, the leather. She is back to that. She retired her old self. And now this is what we get. And I'm okay with it. I'm a bit behind. Well, welcome back. Good way to end the show. In my opinion, you ended it with a good return. Set up Tony getting that belt back. Yeah. And again, like people pointed out, they are trying to work towards an Australian show. So maybe that's why. But we'll take your ratings. Like I said, folks, can't even remember if I closed that, but we're good. 6 out of 10. I like bringing back the old school Storm. I'm good with it because what more could you do with Timeless Tony? Like she had run that gambit. And if you're going to go babyface, a good example of you got to switch it up. You got to do something. So her retiring Timeless Tony, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Again, good stuff. Good stuff being said, folks. Match of the night, most fun I had tonight. The most crowd reaction we got tonight. 6 out of 10. Solid return. So Storm comes back as her normal self instead of the gimmick that was over. Willie, you got a point, kind of a little bit, but I'm trying to be positive. Kind of got a point, but again, yeah, I don't know. Mix it up. At least she comes back, and we'll see what she does now. Timeless Tony Storm did to. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. Thank you, Misfit. The old labia tear. Good that Tony Storm is back. Yeah, Tony Storm's a fucking talent. So if you book her right and use her right, it matters. 6 out of 10. Why is Thunder Rosa in the crowd holding a what the fuck sign? I don't care. Get Thunder Rosa on TV if it's a reason for Thunder Rosa to be involved. But however, Thunder Rosa's at ringside holding up a sign, and then Tony Storm comes back, so Thunder Rosa is irrelevant in the equation. That's a problem, a little bit. Tony, definitely the best thing the women's division got going. 6 out of 10. The real Tony Storm is back. Eric says yes. Am I wrong in thinking that they made the AEW women's title feel more important tonight? That's good booking. They did. My only wish, the only thing I would change, if I could change it, is you take that Sasha Anna Jay moment and you move it somewhere else. And that's just me being a tiny bit picky. Give the main event a little more of a runway. I thought the finish came up kind of quick. It was almost like the ref had whispered, like, you got to go. And she hit the Stormbreaker. It was done. It was kind of a quick, sudden end. I feel like Mina and her could have had a bigger match. Like, instead of having that celebration at Full Gear, if they had gone Mina, Mariah, Full Gear for a full match, then you could have booked anybody tonight and had Tony come out. But other than that, yeah, I mean, they did. If it felt more important than other things tonight for once, I will agree with that. 6 out of 10. This is the Tony Storm. She looks like a badass. Let's go. Tony is back. 4 out of 10. 6 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Old Tony Storm got her back blown out by Stan Hansen. That is the rumor. 6 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. 4.5 points for the last 2 matches. 5 out of 10. I'm with DJ Premier. I think 5, 6. 5 seems fair. I can go to 6. Still, I think the worst part of your shows are the stuff that is, like, again, Moxley is not great. The Moxley stuff is not good. Then you bring in Osprey. Good. We're up again. We get a tick. I'll give it 6 tonight. Oh, there you go. I'm feeling generous. 2 points for every match I like. But again, I think it's the stuff that Tony is very close to that is hurting the show the most. The main event was good for the time that it got. 0.2 out of 10. Boring show. Better than that, but it wasn't great. 6.5. I didn't feel like a big match, but I'm glad it was the main event. It could have had a bigger vibe for sure. 8 out of 10. That feels drug induced, but Robert, that's okay. Better than a brawl at the end of the show. I agree with that completely. Why is Thunder Rosa fighting for the title? Why isn't she fighting for the title? Should be the question, Hannah. 5.5. And no Jamie Hayter tonight. Did I miss that? Was I yelling at you guys and missed Jamie Hayter? I thought Jamie Hayter was going to be here tonight. 6 out of 10. Some good matches. Solid main event. But the show started flat with the tag match ending in via DQ. Kyle and Cole was fucking garbage tonight. Killed the crowd. Nobody cared about it. It was rough. 6 out of 10. It makes sense, though, because Mariah stole Tony's gimmick. So she comes back as her old self to take out the fake Tony. Kind of makes sense. If you think I'm okay with it. Yeah. I mean, again, there's going to be mixed reviews on it. I'm okay with it. That was a cool. Tony Storm is back. 7 out of 10 for AEW. Really like the good portion of the show. Yeah, drugs are bad, Anthony. 7's too high. 4 out of 10. Thunder Rosa is holding a sign. I mean, I almost want to give bonus points for Thunder. No more Timeless Tony. Nope, all gone. I don't know how we feel about it, but she is retired. Speedy recovery to Juice. Yes, Juice is out. The juice is loose. I can agree with that, KJ. Thank you. Badass Tony Storm is back. I give it a 6. 5 out of 10. Yeah, I didn't feel huge. The thing is, if you brought Timeless Tony back, Timeless Tony, easy for me to say. If you had brought her back in and she started on a run again, I think fans would have started to turn on it a little more and very quick. Oh, she's just doing the same shit. We get it. Tits out, sore labia. We got it. We got it. I think this is a chance to make it feel fresh. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, and Toni Storm herself, she is so good. She'll be fine. She is over. Is Shane coming? I never thought he was, Craig. No Hater or Julia. That makes sense. Toni Storm back from stop saying it. I don't want to read it. 6 out of 10. 3-way match. Thunder, May, Storm. Fair enough. I don't think you need it. This show was boring, and I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I mean, people give me shit all the time for feeling that way. There was chunks of this match tonight that was very boring. Jose, KJ, you enjoy Mox promo? Yeah, you know, with all those caps and the LOL, you know I didn't. Moxley's terrible. Moxley doesn't sell shit. Moxley doesn't give a fuck about his fellow wrestlers. He makes them look bad. Tonight he ate a DDT and he instantly sat up and looked over at what was happening. It is so amateur, and his promo sucked. His attitude sucks. This whole thing is so unbelievable. It just sucks. I'm sorry. But the worst two things, I mean, you still have Sasha running around with a belt, and it sucks. But Moxley stuff, the Death Riders, it's all over the map. There's no focus. Moxley's not destroying AEW. He's not doing anything. He's beating up job guys. It's not helping. This feud with Mina and Mariah, that was a short-lived, sad. You could have got more out of it. I bet both ladies be on Rampage or Collision, probably. 6. Is Edge gone to wrestle again? Yeah, he'll be back. He's going to cash in some more of that money. He's injured. Yeah, but he'll be back. Who do you think takes a pin from Moxley at World's End? Jay White. Oh, poor guy. You could argue that Timeless Tony lived past its shelf life, but I'm surprised it didn't debut a new gimmick, but instead she's 2022 Toni Storm again. Yeah, I mean, again, be true to yourself. Come out. People will relate to it, and then you just turn that notch up to 11. Another Jose. So was it Toni Storm that hurt Jamie before she became timeless, so Jamie can get her revenge? Remember, at the time TK used that. I thought Soraya and the Outcast hurt Jamie Hayter, but I could be wrong. yeah, I'm playing. You're allowed to go 7. 7's high though. But maybe it was Toni Storm. I'd have to go back through my memory here, Jose. That's a good question. Now that becomes interesting because then if Tony goes after Mariah, then does Jamie get involved? But Jamie's got issues with Julia. So I don't know. No way to rush Tony versus Mariah to World's End, right? They might do it. They might do it. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, absolutely. Thunder Rosa in the crowd 2 weeks in a row just to have Tony overshadow her in the picture. Ding. Right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. That is Dynamite. Do remember, we are back tomorrow for main event. We are back for the main event preview show. Myself, Anthony, Big Nick will be here for all of that. Friday, SmackDown. Saturday, the actual show. We go live at 7:30. It's going to be a crazy weekend. We got so much more coming your way. As that was Winter is Coming. Might not be the biggest Winter is Coming show we've ever had, but Tony Storm did return. But folks, like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. Take our link, let everyone know. Follow all our socials. We appreciate the love. On behalf of Big Nick and Anthony, I thank you for being a part of all this fun. We will be back again. And until tomorrow, I'll see you on the flip side. Good night.